I get to show y'all all my fixes and stuff, and this is one of those videos. Hey, I need to show you a screw up where I screwed up. This 2000 Honda Civic had a suspected bad window regulator, and it went down, just wouldn't go back up, but I heard audible noise when you pull the trigger down. Could have been several things, such as the window switch or master control switch. And you know what? I rolled the dice. I said, all right, put a window regulator in it. Window regulators don't fail on Hondas. They just rarely ever fail. And for something to be 2000, this is 25-year-old vehicle, and the original one still works. Ah, man. So pop it in, same thing. I said, you know what? You dumb. You need to go back and actually thoroughly test this thing. So anyway, here we are. Luckily, we have a pair of back windows, so I can test the relationship between the two, find out what's missing. I'm gonna give you the answer what's going on here. So I'm on the power source right now, one of them. Well, I am on the power source. We need to have ground backfeed from the master control switch on 2 pins. This green and yellow, and the one on the far right there, the yellow, I want to say it's yellow and black. It's like a solid yellow. So this one illuminates, this one don't. Let's go to the other side. So here we are on the working side, the passenger rear, far right side, and then the one that is in question. See how we have power or ground on both, because that ground is getting backfed through the master control switch. Let me show you why I screwed up. Well, I screwed up obviously by putting the window regulator in there when it didn't need it. Logically, I decided to go to the main place where they typically break. So I checked for output here. Here's the control side, the master control switch. That green wire is what sends that biased or that low voltage reference to the back. The green and yellow is for down. The solid green is for up. It gets converted over at some point in the harness to the wires that we were checking in the door. Let me show you what these are doing. Pierced in a primary power source. Here's our feedback. It's illuminating. Here's our other one, the suspected bad one. I can pierce in there. There we go. So they're both working. You can hit the button, the switch, to confirm that the switch is working. Going down, see how the voltage goes away. It's changing the signals over. I'm going to go to the other side, go up, and it's changing the signal over. So basically it just pretty much reverses the polarity. So this is working. We have feedback here, but none going in the back. So logically, let me go where the issue typically lies. And there's the problem. There's our green wire broken right there in the door jamb. It's so stupid to me. And I can confirm that this is the problem, because even though it's broken, well, that doesn't mean that it's not broken going through the interior harness. That's when this joker comes into play. I'm gonna put this on audible sound, so when there's continuity, this is gonna make noise. Here I am pierced in at the suspected bad one, which is obviously bad. The green and yellow. Got the other lead to the multimeter. It should make audible noise. There's the problem. So once we get this fixed, I can put all the crap back that I screwed up on, and everything will work just fine. This is what we're looking like. I had to take the fender off just to get better access, because when I tell you I had a little space to work with, and about every wire I touched broke. So I had to repair 5 wires. And on the last one, this one right here, I go to pull the pin out. And I walk over to the desk to solder the pin, And I think I cleaned the desk off and then ditched, just like literally just subconsciously, not even paying attention, just threw it. It was like just a thing. I threw the pin out. It's gone. So I had to go to the junkyard. LKQ, luckily there was one like literally around the corner. I went and got one off of a Civic. What I'll do, since I just depinned one, even though it's not matching, I'm just going to simply slide this in and heat shrink it. You know what's crazy was the same wire broke on the other one, so I might just, I don't know if it's a gauge thing or if it's just a stress thing, I might just repair it like the other, or take a thicker wire like this one right here and add it. So that's what I might do, just depin this one and just add it to the pin that's broken. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this one. It's a thicker ground wire. But hopefully nobody should ever have to go through this for another 25 years. Let me get this installed and then we'll see if I fix this issue or not. I'm gonna do a test fit, make sure everything functions, then I'll get everything put back together right. Alright, got everything test fit, window switch back in there, and it's going up like it's supposed to. She is fixed. Crazy. Now I just gotta put all that stuff back that I pulled off, and then that's it. That's the bulk of it. Once you find the issue, it's easy. It's just now putting stuff back, and from a, I guess from a hindsight perspective, I should have took off less stuff, but you never know dealing with wiring.